name's John Arkin. I've been playing drums in the Bay Area for almost 20 years at this point. Play a lot of different kinds of music, play a lot of acoustic music, a lot of electronic music, a lot of improvised music. So have a lot of different needs as far as what I use. And pretty excited that I discovered Brooks drums about maybe 5 years ago. So I was playing a gig at the Nightlight in Oakland, and the drummer in the other band, Dave Flores, told me he was going to backline the drums, which annoyed me because I know how to use my kit, had it all tuned up, brought it with me to the gig. So I played Dave's kit and immediately realized that this was a special sound. This was not a I wasn't particularly looking for a new drum set at the time, but as soon as I played them, I realized that these were special. Playing Brooks drums is pretty transformative compared with the other kits that I've played because it gives me a lot more control over the sounds that I didn't even realize I was looking for before I played them. And I realized after my first experience and then getting my hands on some of his drums and trying them out that they're very versatile. You can do a lot of different things with them because I played a lot of different kinds of music. I like drums that have a wide range. Can put different heads on them. You can tune them differently, and they can do just about anything I can think of. I've always found that assembly line drums are very consistent. I've played a lot of them as backline kits and festivals I've played and venues I've played. They're always pretty right down the middle. You know that you can kind of do something very standard with them. As soon as I played my first Brooks kit, I realized that this was something different, that these had a real personality to the sound. And that's what really grabbed me about them. You know, when I first heard them and first felt the resonance, especially from the toms, that's what really blew me away. There's definitely something lost with assembly line drums as far as you don't really have any contact with the drum maker. So if you have any kind of ideas for what you're hearing as far as how the drum is designed, I've had drums made for me before remotely from people that I've never met. I've tried many different ways of kind of achieving the sound that I was hearing in my head, and that never really led anywhere that was very satisfying because I've had kits and they were kind of close to what I was looking for, but not quite right. Uh, when I go out and talk to Mike, I can tell that he's completely passionate about what he does, and he's a master drum maker, and I can pick his brain, and he can pick my brain as far as what I'm looking for, and that interchange, interplay that we have, just talking back and forth, that's a totally unique thing that I've experienced just from my past, quest of different kinds of drums. Again, when I first played my first Brooks drum set, uh, that attention to quality really was translated right there. I could tell right then that some special attention had been paid into the craftsmanship. I've never experienced that anywhere else. The other custom kits I've had made didn't really have that experience. I kind of felt like they had sort of thing they did, and they wanted me to get into that. With these drums, I felt like they did exactly what I wanted them to do right away. Ultimately, the quality of how something is made is really the only enduring aspect of it. So when you're talking about an instrument that's being made, you know, you can have a lot of selling points. If you ever read magazines growing up, kind of showcasing different features, you might have been led to believe that certain features might possibly give you more control over the sounds you want, or whatever. Some of those might not have been true. Um, when you meet a master instrument maker, that's a moment where you realize that all that stuff doesn't matter. All that really matters is what you have in front of you. So there's something very real about that. It's something that's very exciting to me. So I wasn't, even though at the time that I first discovered Brooks drums, I wasn't necessarily looking for a new kit. that was the thing that grabbed me. It was just, this is a real thing, and this is something that I definitely want to be a part of.